Oh, Just Jock TV versus Scotland. It's the Janitor here, sitting on a train on his own, bringing you the clean down. First off, I guess I need to apologise for not doing this the past month and a bit, but really I've been busy. Stuff's been going on. I've been travelling to events. I've been getting stuff done. And it's just been really hard to fit in. Get time to do all these videos with the stuff that's going on. I've got work. I've got to go to events. I've got to see all you guys in person and stuff. Give your opinions in, but you know what? I do miss doing the videos. Like, they're a lot of fun, and it's one way that it gets our message out there. It gets the country knowing that Scotland does have a fighting game community, and we do stuff, and there's people that care about it, and people that wanted to see them succeed and want to do stuff. So really, it's silly of me not to do these videos. So I'm coming back at you hard and fast with a cup of tea, the janitor with a clean down. Anyway, I guess first off, we could just talk about some Scotland scene stuff really. Hypespotting coming up at the end of the month. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a sick event. Quite a lot of sign-ups, quite a lot of good guys going now. Interest from England, Ireland, Finland as well, I believe. Guy talking about himself in the third person, pretty damn awesome. But if you want to hear more about Hypespotting and what's going on, you should check out the Hypespotting podcast put on by the talented Rusco and the down-back dry Milligano. Of course, I'm just kidding, man, but both guys put on a really good podcast last Friday. Fortunately, I was supposed to be a guest, but internet connection problems really stopped that from happening, which definitely sucks. But what you gotta do, eh? So basically, what we're doing here now is as they're going forward, they're going to do some more podcasts every week on the way up to Hypespotting. So definitely check them out. Next week's guest is Breslin. They're going to talk a bit about Marvel. I think they're going to get King of Fighters talk on the go, and they're going to talk about some of the other games as well. They want to get me as a guest. I can't really blame them, to be honest. I'd rather want me as a guest. I wish I could guest on my show, but I can't. But whatever. Cool. Yeah. Nope. Have some tickets already. The downside of doing this live. Need my one? Right, thank you very much. Cheers. Yeah, the upside to doing it live is you get interesting interruptions like that. But anyway, they'll be doing the podcast going forward all the way to Hypespotting and then hopefully beyond, because it's a solid way to get our message out there. It's on eLive, which is a really good platform for getting stuff done. Might have to do more stuff on that. Easy way to edit videos, easy way to get stuff done. It's really damn good, yeah. So definitely hit that. Hit up some eLive. I believe it's eLive and it's the Shallow Mill channel. So gotta check that out anyway. For the road Hypespotting events wrap up in Hamilton. Shouts to Control Defeat, Mr. PC, and shouts to Cryptic for opening the house in Kenny as well for the finals. Don't know if you guys can hear that bit. There's a creepy stalker voice behind me. Oh man, yeah, only the best for the clean down, eh? But anyway, road Hypespotting, that wrapped up. Off the top of my head, can't remember winners, but I've seen the pictures. Breslin, Big Phil, Milligano, Cryptic, they're all up there. So as those guys have been taking the prize money, they've been solidly consistent.
Next stop is Boothers.
Stop Slokers. They've been consistently solid in their games all the way through. So really, it's not it's not outside the realms of expectation that they would win it. But and it wrapped up as well. And one level up again. Shouts to Kenny for letting us use one level up for the Glasgow Run Bats again. Big Phil, Milligano, Breslin getting first and second in their respective games. I can't remember the order, guys. I know that's incredibly shoddy, but this week, of course, we've got the road Hypespotting in Edinburgh, the one that really matters, kind of. Basically, who's going to win that one? I think Big Phil's turning up. I think Breslin's turning up as well. Breslin has been wanting to win every Marvel road Hypespotting on the way up to Hypespotting, sort of get the momentum going, show Scotland that he's the strongest Marvel player and that he's going to win this. Which is fair enough, man, because Hypespotting is only a couple of weeks away. It's getting really close. But you guys, man, you should definitely turn up to Edinburgh, because you're all in a chance of winning. There's like, and even if not, man, it's good tournament practice to just get out there and really get it going. But of course, also next week on Thursday, King of Shiters wraps up the Sabre Dogs ranking battles for King of Fighters. Definitely get that checked out as well. He's got a big prize for the winner. Definitely some fun stuff there. Hopefully we'll get some exciting stuff from who wins that. But really, tournaments all the way up this week. Of course, we've got our casual sessions as well. Our casual sessions at Twitch on the Wednesday, Count House on the Wednesday, One Level Up on the Thursday. Next week as well, Dundee's also got 2 casual spots now. They've also got the Braze bar as well. They did it last Monday and they're doing it next Monday as well. They're getting as many Mondays as they can. That's running from 5 all the way till close, so if you want to get down there for some action, I know they're really digging on Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but I'll talk a bit more about Street Fighter Cross Tekken in a few minutes. But other things, the other sessions as well, we've got the road type spotting on Sunday, and then it rolls all the way into the week after the main event, Scotland's first major fighting game event, Hypespotting, with AE, Marvel, King of Fighters, Marvel teams, Third Strike teams, and Virtua Fighter 5. So really looking forward to that, guys. I hope that it's a success. I mean, we've got numbers, we've got people turning up, we've got the equipment to record it all. So really, we can show that Scotland, that it's not just America that puts on big tournaments, man. We can show that off. We can show that we've got the skill, we've got the talent, we've got the tournaments, and we can do just as good as them over the pond. No disrespect to them, of course, man. They've been doing it for years and they've been doing it excellently. But just got to show that there's other people out there as well, and that they can't sleep on the rest of the world. But anyway, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, definitely one of the more controversial games that has come out in the past wee while. I guess I'll just jump right into the controversy here. The DLC controversy, that it was all on the disc. To me, that's never been an issue. I mean, DLC content on the disc is going to happen. It's always happened. It's going to be part of it. It's going to happen anytime. Sure, there are excuses about compatibility and stuff like that. Some people won't believe that because other games have done it with compatibility patches. But man, if that's what they're saying, really, we just got to take it at face value. I mean, if that's really harming your experience playing the game, having that on the disc, it's really bothering you, then don't play it. But if not, then whatever. If it doesn't bother you, man, just wait it out. I mean, it's coming in a big expansion. They're saying it's going to be a big expansion in the fall to prolong the lifespan of the game, which is fair enough. I mean, some games do drop off at around 6 months. Once people have played with it, found some broken stuff and developers don't support it, it kind of drops off at 6 months. Some games have done that in the past. I mean, Mortal Kombat's managed to keep itself alive with its complete edition coming out soon. I know Street Fighter, it kept itself alive with Super. Some other things as well, they're keeping themselves alive with these things, and it's what you need to do to keep your game competitive and keep it there, because at the end of it, right, we're showcasing our own talent, but to be honest, we're also advertising the game every time we put on a tournament. So it's in the company's best interest to keep it alive. And to be honest, if they are milking a bit of money out of it, I get it, that's fine by me. I mean, if those characters were part of the advertised package and then we didn't get them, then yeah, that would be shit. But they weren't part of the advertised package. We got what we paid for. We paid for the characters that were on this. We paid for all we saw in the trailers and all of that. So it doesn't really bother me that much. However, I must admit, making things like colours as DLC is a bit shady. I get costumes, but colour packs is a bit low, but what you gotta do? What are you gonna do? But anyway, I suppose you can put with your wallet and not buy the colours, and then maybe we'll get them for free. So yeah, but to be honest, that's it. But at the core of it, man, it's a really fun game. 1v1 is quite deep. It's quite fun. Learning how to combo your teams, learning team synergy. It's got that footsie element of Street Fighter, and it's got the combo ability element of Marvel, so you can learn some crazy combos. I mean, yeah, Akazuya Infinite was found that nets you around 800 damage before scaling just kills any more damage gain. But aside from that, it seems pretty solid, seems pretty balanced, seems pretty fun. Some characters do seem stronger than others, but that's going to happen in every fighting game. I mean, Rowento and Heihachi, day 1, day 2, they look really solid. I reckon Heihachi, we're going to suss Heihachi, we're going to suss Ryu as well. Like once we realise what's going to happen from the fireball dash cancel pressure. Basically, if you don't know, Ryu can now charge his fireball and cancel it, so he can like fireball. He can sweep. He can fireball from a sweep, dash cancel out of it if the sweep's blocked. Gives you insane frame advantage, so you can apply a lot of pressure. But again, I reckon it's things that we're going to work out. However, characters like Rolento, which have really solid things like safe records and all that, they're going to be the real main stay strong characters. But of course, you got characters like Nina. She's got insane combo ability. Kazuya's a solid character. Jin's going to be a character to watch out for. Marduk does big damage. Hugo does big damage. All the grapplers do big damage. The grapplers have got good range as well. They've got some sick stuff too. But I reckon I could definitely see a lot of opinions floating around over who the strongest characters are. But to be honest, right now I'm feeling Paul Phoenix. When I look at him on paper and stuff, he doesn't seem like the strongest character. He's not got any good wake ups. He's not got a lot going for him, right? But his combos are quite easy to pull off, which I like, and his damage is quite high for that. But apart from that, he just seems like a fun character. It seems like a character. He's one of those characters that I seem to pick based on they just really appeal to me. It's like DJ, right? DJ's never been a strong character. DJ never will be a strong character in Street Fighter 4. But it's just a character that really appeals to me. It's a character that I like the look of. I like playing with. The playstyle's fun. Yeah, I do get mad sometimes when I lose with them, but it's great when you make them work. So I guess that's the payoff right there. But him and Marduk as well. I must admit, watching Mike Ross play Marduk is one thing that's definitely inspired me. But I'm working on my own tech with Marduk, working on some silly light kick traps and stuff. But hopefully I'll be able to get good enough at the game where I'll be able to put my own content and some my own videos. I mean, I was going to put out a combo video, but Persona beat me to it. To be honest, Persona's been doing combo videos for ages and he's been doing good shit. So his combos were slightly better than mine, but a lot of the stuff he did had worked out as well. But what are you going to do, eh? What you gotta do? These guys that are known combo video makers, man, they're really good. But the good thing about Paul's combos is most seem practical as well. So if you want to check out some solid Paul combos, if you're interested in playing Paul, get that video checked out. But Street Fighter Cross Tekken 2v2 is mad fun. Like, there's just something I've always through playing games. I've always loved the co-op element of things. Games because it's like they've managed to capture Final Fight as a fighting game now. As a competitive fighting game, you've got that team element to it. But of course, if you know me and I've got some real love for pro wrestling and stuff. Something that I really like. And the tag team element, man. Tag teams have always been something that's big to me. Like when folk were watching wrestling back in the late 90s and the early 2000s, and they were watching it for The Rock and Stone Cold and stuff, man, I was watching it for the tag teams, man. Like, I was watching WWF for the tag teams, like the Dudley Boys, man. Dudley Boys, it's a tag team that really appealed to me. Their gimmick was just a couple of rough guys that just brawl and put people through tables. Then you got the cockiness of Edge and Christian, and yeah, I didn't like them at the time, but I did respect the Hardy Boys as well. Most people love the Hardy Boys, but for some reason the whole Flash thing, the whole high flying and stuff never really appealed to me as much as a cool gimmick or a gimmick like being cocky bastards like Edge and Christian, or being just general badasses like the other boys. But that team element, it carries through everything that I like. I just love teams and team play and stuff. It's something that's a major part of my gaming experience, and I love that. So being able to actually instead of just
we are now approaching the zone.
So instead of being just teaming with just like playing in a team with someone, like they'll play and then you'll play and stuff, like just coaching them and stuff, giving them advice like that as a team, yeah, it was fun. But man, actually actively participating in a team, like, because you can really focus, if you're playing in a team, you can really focus on one character, and then you can, you don't have to worry about that character, you just have to let your friend worry about that character and see how well your friend does with that character. So hopefully we'll see some sick Heihachi and Paul combos coming up. But anyway, this is the first stop here. Don't know how long I'm going to talk for, but basically this all wraps up to the first team tournament that we had.
This train is for Edinburgh Waverley. The next stop is Cooper.
King Cooper. But the first team tournament at one level up on Thursday, day -1, but you know, good fun. Managed to get second place with Gav, only losing the deadly alliance of Milligano and Big Phil. You know, some really solid teams formed there. There were some guys that maybe didn't grasp the game early on, but now that the game's out, they could be some scary teams. I'm thinking about Hustle Crow and Jerry Boy, for example. I'm thinking about anybody that teams with Zeus, man. Zeus is going to be a force to be reckoned with. His Rose is solid in Street Fighter 4, and I reckon once he hits the ground running with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, I think it was Lily you was looking at. She was like a beastly character already. But you know, if guys really get into Street Fighter Cross Tekken, like the whole hype element of seeing, you know, teams come together and, you know, bringing their individual style and combining it with someone else, man. I'm hyped for seeing, you know, ML3 play Breslin or Cryptic, and well, Breslin, Cryptic, Vile Styles and Swavgav, whichever lineup they want to do, man. You know, fabulous Freebirds. We'll just pick and choose teams going on.
The next stop is Cooper.
I'm interested in seeing how Breslin picks up Poison, you know, because Breslin, you know, it's the other cool thing about Street Fighter Cross Tekken as well, merging those two styles, is we're actually getting to see, you know, people play that you wouldn't really play, like, you know, there's, you know, how, because, like, you know, we see, you know, guys, like, obviously we do get to see Big Phil and, you know, everybody plays everything, but, you know, if you see guys like, you never really get a Milligano versus Breslin matchup because they play totally different games, you know. Breslin has a really good head on, but it's not as solid as, it's not got as solid gameplay in Street Fighter 4 as Milligano's got, you know. It's like, you know, but looking through the country as well, you're going to see some sick teams teaming up as well. Like, you're going to see Hamish, the Edinburgh guys team up. Oh, of course, Iwazaru and Samurai Drew, man. If that team was there on Thursday, man, they would have dominated as well. Because I mean, Drew's really picked up the game well, and Iwazaru with his solid Ryu fundamentals. Oh, it's going to be sick. Like, don't know. I think Drew's thinking about Kuma. Kuma people. A lot of people are sleeping on Kuma. I think he's a joke character and stuff, but. And if anybody can show us the way with a character, man, it's going to be Drew. And backed up with Iwazaru's Ryu, as frightening as it is. And of course, the deadly alliance of Milligano and Big Phil. Milligano's, yeah, he says that Bison's a bit different in this game, but when he was playing me, he had the same sort of footsie games with the same buttons, doing the same stuff, really putting the hurt on me. You know, showing that his Bison's solid in both games. And Big Phil just picking up whichever character he wants and dominating with it. I'm not going to lie, Gav carried me that tournament. Not something I'm proud of, but it happens. But hopefully I'm working on it. But yeah, some guys like that. Rokankin playing a really solid Ryu day -1 as well. Death Reveals, rolling that Vega, got to respect that, man. I know he plays quite a fair bit of Vega, and character loyalty, man, it'll pay off. I know those guys weren't too interested in the Strecken, but if they get in it, that'd be pretty cool. If not, you know, I get that. I get why people don't like games, you know. I get why people don't like the look of games, you know. It's a different game, you know. It doesn't always mesh well. I mean, I'm not really a big Third Strike fan. I get it that it's a big game. I get that it's a popular game and it is a really good game. But you know, it's one of those things that I don't get it myself, but I respect it. You know, I respect why it's a good game, why it's held in such high esteem, high regard, and why really more people should be playing it if they like it. But whatever. You know, but we're going to see some more solid teams. Hamish is liking the game as well. We'll talk about some Edinburgh players. Hamish, Joe Hobbs, Souls. Played him online. He's smashed me with Jury and Rufus. That's going to be a solid team as well. But and single play and tag team play. I know guys in Dundee. I know Luke and Ian McVicker, man. They weren't feeling the game, DLC and all that, and they don't really have the game. But man, apparently they're tearing it up there. You got the Allen brothers as well. They're getting mad into it. Billy Mitchell, he's getting mad into it as well. He's apparently repping Paul as well, which is sick. Got Mark Dugan with that King and Vega combo. Brian King, though. Brian King and Mark Dugan as a team as well. Poison, Chun-Li, King, Vega, man. Whatever lineup of name they use, they're going to be sick. All those guys up there, man. All those guys across the country, man. I'm really hoping that we can get some sort of tag team division going for Street Fighter. Of course, I'd happily just champion this tag team division. You know, arrange some online matches, try and get a Scottish tag team league going. In fact, that'll be my next focus. after Hypespotting I'm going to try and get a Scottish Tag Team League going. Might have to play online, but we'll try and get some offline matches as well. Play whenever, play wherever, you know, start a leaderboard, get teams playing each other. I'll maybe buy some belts if we can get the cash. Maybe I'll ask for donations, donate to the CG Tag Team Title Belt Fund, and we'll see what we can do about that. You know, I'm just rambling on and on and on, but man, Strekkin's got me mad hype. Strekkin's really fun. But hopefully I'll get this tag team division thing. But please, you know, you guys are watching this. Really, if you guys feel the tag team thing, please let me know in the comments. Let me know as a suggestion. Do you feel this tag team sort of vibe that I'm getting? Do you want to see, you know, tag team? I mean, I get that it's also a single player game, man, and I'd happily run tournaments for that as well. But man, if we can get tag teams going, just the hype behind tag teams and the whole thinking about, you know, two powers colliding and stuff, it's just so good, man. I'm absolutely gushing about this, but it's so much fun. I'm really liking the game. But other things to talk about as well. The assumed release date for Skullgirls is the end of March. Hopefully we'll be getting that soon. I know guys like Breslin and that, they're hyped for you know, Skullgirls, and I can't wait to get a hold of it myself. I really want to test that game out and muck about with it, get right into it, see how it goes. So, you know, Skullgirls is coming soon, and we really need to be ready for it. But what else can I talk about, really? Oh, I just remember, I forgot something that's usually a big part of the show.
We are now approaching Cooper.
Yeah, so I just remembered that clean down clap there, but yeah, but basically, you know, I've talked about the casual sessions, the tournaments coming up, Hypespotting. After Hypespotting, I'm hoping to see some more tournaments across the country, you know, ranking battles and stuff. I know Gav's got some ideas cooked up for Twitch. I know Jim holding it down will probably have some things in for Glasgow, so hopefully we'll have a lot of things going on. Hopefully we'll support some more games as well, get some Strekkin out there, get some Soul Calibur out there, some Skullgirls, get tournaments going for that, see how that goes. But, you know, going forward, man, Scotland is gonna explode for fighting games and stuff. So if your friends have seemed a bit interested in what you do, man, bring them along, get them to play some games, man. That's another cool thing about teaming in Strekkin. You know, team with a friend that's maybe not too confident in fighting games, and, you know, let them in on how it works and stuff, and then who knows, you can build some people play the game.
This train is for Edinburgh Waverley. The next stop
Anyway,
is Ladybank.
I don't know what else to talk about, really. It's been fun, you know. I'm fun doing this clean down. Hopefully I'll be back next week with another video. If not, sorry, you know, probably got busy again, but if so, cool. So anyway, gushed a bit about Strekkin in another game, so catch you guys later. Well.